Hey everybody, today on Henry's HowTos, I'm going to show you how to make Persian inspired meatloaf. Let's get straight into it. So guys, I'll be doing this recipe based on 1 kilo of ground lamb mince. Now you can use beef if you prefer, or chicken or turkey, whatever you like, but just use something that does have a bit of fat in it. I'm using an 80-20 ratio here. If you use something lean, it's going to go dry. And meatloaf, because it's cooked for a long period, you got to have that fat in it. So we'll set that to the side for now and prepare all our ingredients in a separate bowl. So the first thing I'm bringing across is 1 bunch of fresh parsley, and we just want to chop this. Now you could put this all into a food processor, but then the problem is all the water comes out. We want to keep that water in so it keeps the meatloaf moist. So we basically want something like that. So we'll place this into a separate bowl now. Next we'll bring across 1 brown onion, slice through the middle, and we just want to finely dice this. So that's in our bowl too. Next we're going to bring across a grater, and I've just got a peeled potato here, and we're just going to grate it, just on a coarse side. So next we'll season this with 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of ground turmeric, about 2 teaspoons of crushed garlic, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 2 whole eggs, and finally half a cup of breadcrumbs. Now obviously breadcrumbs are optional if you obviously want a gluten-free or something, but they do give it a big difference in texture. Now generally when you make meatloaf you can add some milk to it to keep it moist, but because we're using the potatoes, which are already very watery, we'll have enough moisture in there. So what we want to do now is just mix this all together. Now it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to mix it again with the meat, but it's just easy to get it better combined in this bowl. So you just want it to evenly come together like that. So we'll bring our meat back now, and we're going to add this mixture straight in. And just start working all that in. So as you can see, when you start really kneading it hard, the meat will automatically start to get sticky and come together. This is just like making bread. When you knead it well, it will start to come together and form a smooth dough ball. So basically we want something like that. So what we're going to do at this point is preheat our oven to 160 degrees Celsius. And we'll form this into a loaf shape now, place it into our baking tray, and then put it straight in. So guys, just wet in your hands, it will just help you create a smoother loaf shape, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is take this out, we'll bring it across a baking tray and just add in about 2 tablespoons of oil on the bottom, just to keep it greased up, and place our loaf straight in the middle. And as you can see, it's a perfect fit. So what we're going to do now is just work on the shape a bit. So you just want to massage it, squeeze it together where you need to. Moisten your hands if you have to. The water will help you keep a smooth shape. And when it comes to cooking, appearance is very important. Alright, so personally I'm happy with that. Obviously you can do whatever shape you want. I've even seen these make into round shapes. So whatever you like. Now if it becomes too big for your tray, don't panic. This is going to shrink when it cooks as well. So next we're going to cover this with some foil. So provided your oven is preheated, we're going to go ahead and put this straight in. Now as for cooking time, this will take around an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. But what we're going to do is at the 45-minute mark, we're going to take it out and just glaze it. So put it in now for 45 minutes. Alright guys, so we're at the 45-minute mark now, so I've just taken it out quickly. Just look at how beautifully that's coming along. So as for the glaze, I'm just going to keep it simple. I've just got 2 cups of tomato ketchup here. I'm just going to put that straight on top. Now you can brush it if you like, but it's easy to just spread it on. If you brush it, it's just gonna run down anyway. And speaking of running down, we want this to run down a little bit on the sides, because we want the sides to have a glaze as well. Alright, and just like that. So we're going to put it back into the oven now, but without the foil, so uncovered. And we're just going to bake it for about another 20 minutes. Alright, and look at that, straight out of the oven. So total baking time was 1 hour and 15 minutes. And obviously it's not jiggling, which is what we want, so it's cooked all the way through. So guys, just let that rest there for about 10 minutes before you serve it. Alright guys, so I've let it rest, so let's use a very sharp knife. Carve into it. Just how beautiful is that? And there we have it guys, I've just served it up with some Persian basmati rice with some saffron. And we'll place some of our reducted sauce straight on top. And there we have it. That's how we make my Persian-inspired meatloaf. I hope you liked that guys. Please like, share and subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Snapchat and Instagram. If you've got any comments or suggestions, just leave them at the bottom and I'll see you all next time.